know about the photos. Deke is the best thing to ever happen to him, and he's determined not to lose him. He's hoping that he can go to work at Forrester too. Luna doesn't want to be a Debbie Downer, but this seems unlikely. He's determined to win everyone over and repeats he will not lose Deke. Remy is determined to show everyone he has reformed. Luna worries this will blow up in his face and urges him not to go to Forrester. Back in the Forrester showroom, everyone welcomes Deke and tells him how much he belongs there. Elektra assures him everyone will care about his boyfriend just like he does. Lil thanks and heads off to fetch his man. Will notices that Deke has never mentioned the guy's name. Elektra thinks he's being unnecessarily suspicious. Remy meets Deke in the design office and tells him how crazy it is to be there. They talk about their dreams and how awesome it would be to work together. When Deke brings him boyfriend to the showroom, everyone freezes. Will grunts out Remy's name. Elektra starts repeating his name. Everyone else asks his name in disbelief. Next week on B&B. Congratulates Hope, and not just on the designs, but on your engagement to Liam, Steffi says. You're father of the bride. I am your wife. I will be there, Sheila tells Deacon. I don't want them at the wedding, says Beth. What you did was deranged, Deke tells Remy. I'm begging you not to judge who I was, pleads Remy. Love Bold and the Beautiful? Join our official Bold and Beautiful Lovers Facebook group. Get spoilers, recaps, and casting news all in one place. Don't miss a twist and J. Bold and the Beautiful fans just witnessed a powder keg explosion wrapped in tension, pride, heartbreak, and brutal consequences as Luna's warning to Remy came true in the most spectacularly disastrous way possible. What began as a moment filled with hope, ambition, and determination quickly twisted into a nightmare as Remy's big plan to impress Deke's colleagues spiraled out of control, detonating every illusion of control he thought he had. From the very beginning, Luna sensed danger. She saw the cracks, heard the arrogance, and recognized the kind of reckless optimism that always ends in disaster. With clear eyes and a grounded heart, she tried to warn Remy that stepping into Deke's world was not just a risky gamble, it was a potential life-altering mistake. She told him straightforwardly that meeting these people was going to blow up in his face. She could feel it. She could practically see the destruction waiting around the corner. But Remy, driven by ego, pride, and desperation to prove himself, brushed her off. He didn't want to hear caution. He didn't want logic. He wanted validation, respect, applause, and power. The refusal to listen became the spark that lit the fuse. So when the moment finally arrived and Remy faced Deke's circle, reality smashed whatever fantasy he was clinging to. These weren't friendly business associates. These were sharks, observers, manipulators, opportunists, and critics all rolled into one intimidating group. They didn't care about Remy's emotional investment, his dreams, or his personal stakes. They cared about leverage, strength, and performance. The second Remy stumbled, hesitated, or showed vulnerability, everything shifted. The atmosphere froze. Judgment sharpened. Smug glances were exchanged. Whispered skepticism floated across the room like poison. And then came the real hit, a crushing wave of humiliation, rejection, and ruthless truth that shattered Remy's confidence right in front of everyone. His planned moment of triumph turned into a brutal wake-up call. Instead of respect, he received condescension. Instead of opportunity, he got dismissed. Instead of acknowledgement, he faced brutal exposure. Luna watched the disaster unfold just as she feared, her heart breaking not out of spite, but out of genuine sadness. She wasn't gloating. She wasn't pleased she was right. She was devastated because this is exactly what she tried to save him from. She felt the emotional blow like a physical hit, watching Remy's posture collapse, his expression tighten, and his confidence drain as the situation spiraled. The emotional fallout between them is now explosive. Remy is humiliated, wounded, angry, and furious at the harsh world that cut him down. But deep inside, he also has to face the uncomfortable truth that Luna warned him. His pride wouldn't let him listen, and now the consequences are real, raw, and inescapable. Luna now stands at a crossroads of empathy and frustration. She loves deeply, cares deeply, and wanted to protect him. Yet she also feels the sting of being ignored, dismissed, and emotionally sidelined. This moment doesn't just damage Remy publicly, it shifts the balance inside their relationship. Trust is shaken. Communication is strained. Emotions are heightened. And now both must decide whether this experience breaks them or wakes them. Deke isn't spared from the storm either. His involvement, influence, and environment become central flashpoints of blame and resentment. Did he push Remy too far? Did he fail to protect him? Or was this simply Remy stepping into a ring he wasn't ready for? The tension around Deke only grows heavier as ripples of this disaster move outward. The reactions are going to be fierce. There will be backlash. There will be confrontation. There will be anger, guilt, disappointment, and maybe even revenge hovering in the air. Relationships can't simply snap back after something this explosive. Lines have been crossed. Lessons have been burned into hearts. Futures suddenly look uncertain. What happens next is going to define every player involved. Luna may step into protector mode again, or she may demand accountability. Remy may crumble, lash out, rebuild, or transform. Deke may attempt control or distance himself from the fallout. Meanwhile, the rest of their world will react, gossip, take sides, and intensify the drama even more. One thing is undeniably clear. Luna was right. She warned Remy. She spelled out the danger. She practically saw the crash before it happened. And now that it has blown up exactly as she predicted, everyone must live inside the emotional wreckage. The bold and the beautiful just delivered another gripping reminder that pride can destroy, love can't always save you from consequences, and ignoring warnings can cost everything. The explosion has happened. The smoke is thick. The damage is real. And as the dust begins to settle, the question isn't whether this will change lives. It already has. The only question now is who rises from the wreckage and who gets buried beneath it.